So this is the code that I'm. So today's video, we're going to talk about this engine fault service now icon. So this icon just goes away and comes on every now and then. So I don't know what's the cause of the problem, but I scanned the car while it was running and a specific code came up. So I'm gonna scan it right now so you could see the code, and then we go from there. Let's go. We're gonna figure out what that code is. So what I'm even gonna try to do, I'm gonna try to erase the code, see what happens. So even though it says no powertrain DCT or freeze frame data is presently stored in the vehicle's computer, but obviously you can see all those red lights flashing. So what we're gonna do now is see if we could go into another setting of this thing, and then we're gonna go OEM enhanced and see, get some more info. So fuel temperature sensor B, right? So now this fuel temperature sensor, I'm gonna look it up, make a stop at AutoZone and see what's happening. Welcome back to another episode of We Rebuild. Today, something new, but of course I said it was gonna be the last video of the Ford Escape. But I mean, I finally got another problem with it so far. But I mean, as I said, the only thing that's different in this car, with this car versus the other one, is that the only thing I swapped was the motor and the transmission. So I mean, haven't really have any main issues, but I changed the engine mounts and the engine mount, the transmission mount off camera, so I didn't really see the need to make a video about that, because I think there's a lot of videos on it on YouTube anyways. But I have this hose to install because I have a small coolant leak, so I kind of want to just fix it, because I guess these are the original hoses that was already on the car. So it's about like, these hoses have about 100,000 miles on them. So I guarantee they're gonna break, they're gonna crack. It's time for them to, some of them to give up. But today I was driving my wife was telling me she was driving for the past few days. This code kept coming up, engine fault service now. Drove the car today for around 2 hours. It came on about like an hour and a half or an hour within the drive. So now, as you could see, on the intro of the video, you can see that it says there's a P0106 code. So that's pretty much a sensor on the low side, this sensor. So I'm hopefully this fixed the problem. But this sits behind the engine. So I think there's two ways to do this. I could either pull off everything right here in the front, or just pull out the windshield, not the windshield, the wiper blades, and pull the wiper blades and this plastic piece off, and then so we have more space just to move some stuff around. And while I'm at it, might as well just change the coolant too. So probably have to get a different bucket or a bottle to make sure, hey, I could put some coolant back in this car. So not gonna waste too much time talking, but like, share, subscribe, drop your comments and thoughts down below. Hey, turn your post notifications on, because hey, you want to get that sneak peek. Check us out on our social media links. But hey, let's hop into this video. So the little coolant leak that I'm talking, you could see like from some of the how it's sweating, but it's sweating a lot with the one that's all the way down here. It's this bottom one right here. It's, you can't really see it on camera, but that's the one that's sweating a lot every now and then, and it leaks a good amount of coolant out. So might as well do that and see, and top up the coolant a little bit, because it's, you know, so we could hit that at the same time. So what I'm gonna do is just stop talking and then just start disassembling. Let's go. So as you can see, I got the wipers removed, the cover and stuff. So as you can see, this is the sensor right here. So all I gotta do is try to take it off without damaging this line. So I don't know, I'll probably take this piece off too, just so that I have a little bit more space. But let's keep moving. I'm gonna try this, see if I could put this down in there and just loosen it, and then just hold the bottom of the line so it doesn't break or twist, but I'm gonna go slow first. So I finally got it out. As you can see, a little bit of gas ran out a little bit, but as you can see, I just used the impact gun to break the torque a little bit, and then basically just use this bar and this big wrench, and then just got it out. So it's out. So now it's kind of stuck in there, so I'm gonna just try to push it out. And then I got a new one from Bosch. So I got a new one from Bosch. I mean, this is the one that AutoZone had at the time, so I just grabbed it. So let's install it and see if it works. So bad news. The part that AutoZone gave me, the connections are different and everything on it is different. So I've already did all the work and get everything off. So, you know, I'm just gonna have to wait till in the morning, and then so I can get this switched out and get the correct one that I need. But for now, all I'm gonna do is just get ready and just start dealing with this hose right here, and let's get this piece out of the way. Let's get to it. So I've already loosened up some of these hoses, and then I have a bucket under here to catch some of the coolant, but I still have a bottle of coolant over there. So I'm just gonna take these hoses off. The hardest one for me to get is the one on this thing right here. So that's gonna be the hardest one for me to get. But most of them, I've already disconnected the hose off that fitting right there. So we're gonna connect up everything and then keep going. So this is the one that I got from AutoZone, but this is the one that came out of the Ford. So I'm trying to get back something like this, or a OE one that's close to it. So I'm here at O'Reilly's right now. It's 6:48 in the morning. So we still haven't got any sleep yet, but we already put back coolant in the car and put the hoses in. So now we're just waiting on this part. So I'm waiting for them to open in like the next 12 minutes, and then we go from there. So I finally got the part. So this is the part they have. It's OE, so they didn't have the other one in. So this is the exact part that I need. So let's install it. So now I'm just gonna use this long bar since it's all the way down there. But you can see that's the new piece, the new sensor in. I'm gonna just use this 15-16 socket to tighten it, and then I'm just gonna do it or over torque it. So I'm gonna keep tightening it, but I'm also gonna support down the bottom over torque it because I really don't want to bend anything. So as you can see, everything is connected back. So now we're just about to try to give it a start. Make sure we have everything connected. All the hoses are good. So let it focus right there. So that was the hose that I was talking about, where it just has, so I had to just basically fiddle with it, try to move it around a little bit so I could just get the hose back down here, because I had to remove the alternator wire. But now you can see all the wires, all the hoses are good and brand new, except these ones. But this was the main issue because it was leaking from under the bottom. So that's the old one over there. So let's start it and see what happens. So we're just gonna wait a while to see. So we got the coolant low, so we just need to top that off. So I'm gonna go ahead, top that off, and see what else comes up. So just topped it off now with coolant. So it looks like it's good. It's not running bad anymore, because before, you remember if y'all were watching the gauges, it wasn't even idling at 1. It was idling below 1, about like 7.5 or 0.75, somewhere around there. So I mean, it's idling a little bit better. So we're gonna let it warm up, take it for a ride, and then see what happens. Hopefully that should be the last issue with this, and then we could still continue to have fun with this car. Hey, so sorry to stop the video in the middle, but I have to give a huge shout out, or a special shout out, to AutoFix. It's one of the first companies to reach out to me and have me talk about one of their products. So one of the products that they did send me is a OBD2 scanner. It's a Bluetooth one, just like how you see me using the previous videos with the Carly. But this version that they sent me, it's a version for the Volkswagen Audi, and it's good. You know, I like it. Right now, what you see displaying on your screen is it being used on a 2018 Volkswagen Passat. That is one of my buddies' car, and you could see it's just showing you most of the stuff you could do. You can make a profile, and also then you get like a verification code and stuff like that. As you see right now, he's like inspecting his car to see what are the faults. You know, there's 0 faults on his car, and you could do a deep inspection if you wanted to, and you know, you could do a lot of stuff with this. It's a great product so far, as what I've seen. It lets you know what's going on with your battery, which the voltage of the car, the alternator while it's running, you know, so you get like the actual levels and the actual data of what's actually going on with your car at that moment, just to test to make sure everything is running good. And but I need y'all to go to Amazon. You could get it off Amazon. I'm gonna post on the screen, you will see a discount code also, and then you can also click that discount code, or put that discount code down below in the description. It will help you to get 5% off this OBD2 scanner that you want. But huge shout out to them, and you know, I thank them a lot for reaching out to me, sending me one so I could, you know, review their products and let you know how good it is. But so far I like it. It's a good product to use, but I'll keep you guys updated on more stuff that we could do with this OBD2 scanner, especially with that 2018 Audi S5 once we get it back on the road. So we could definitely use it, since it's, you know, it's standard for, or this one is mostly focused on Volkswagen Audi. But hey, thanks again to AutoFix for sending this OBD2 scanner. Okay, but now back to this Ford. So the next important step that you want to do, you want to make sure that there's no gas leakage from behind that sensor, just to make sure that it's seated properly. So there's no gas leakage. I don't smell anything. So I mean, it looks like we're pretty much good. So now I'm just gonna put back everything together and then take it for a ride and drive it for a while, and then that should be it. As a matter of fact, before I even take it for a ride, I'm gonna scan it one more time and then see if that code is in the system or if it's all the way gone now. All right, now this is an update. So there's a P0106 code that came up. So it's gonna be this sensor right here, but I'm gonna just change both of them. So I'm gonna change this one, this mass airflow sensor, and there's gonna be another one under here. So I'll pop this right up, and then this is the other one that I'm gonna change right now, and then see if the engine fault code come back up. But yeah, that was the next thing that popped up there after changing out that fuel sensor. So let's keep going. Just got these two from O'Reilly's, so we're gonna try them and see if they work. So this is the one for the back, and then this is the one for the air filter over there. So I just connected the new one to this, just the connector right here, so it's in. You can see how this one is corroded. So this one doesn't even want to come off. Alright, just popped off. So there it is. So now we're about to just put this new one in. So to get to this other one, you just have to take the engine cover off, because as you can see, it's right here. So we just get the part for it. So we're gonna put that on right now, and then we're gonna check for see if any more codes come up, and then we go from there. Let's go. So to remove this, you're gonna need a T27 to remove it. So let's go. So the screw is out. This one was easier to get off. All I do is just press the clip. Once you press it, just pull out and remove it. So this is the one that I'm going to put on. It's in, and then so a long screw for this, and then put this on. So we'll screw this in. That's for, I just changed both of them. It's probably only one of them, but just to not have to change one and then need then later on I won't need to change the other one. So I'd rather not do that. So, but this should be on now. And then, so we're good. So now we're gonna start the car and see what happens. So now we're about to scan the car. So it says there's nothing there now, so it's good. But just to make sure, so we're about to scan this. The ignition is on. So let's see what's gonna go on, if it's gonna come back up this time. Turn off ignition and turn it back on. Then we'll click to continue, so I'm going to turn it off. Turn the ignition back on. Then click. And let's see. So it says system pass. So that code is not there anymore. So we fixed the problem, and I just changed both sensors. I'll say could have been one, but I just did both just in case. But yeah, that's it. I'll take it for a drive. So now it's back down below 1, but it's not jumping. So I guess I was wrong. I guess that's where it should be on idle. So, but we're probably gonna take it for a drive, see how it acts, and then but by now normally that light would have came on. So I think we're in the money right now. So that concludes the video for us today. Hey, we drove it. No lights popped up this time, so that actually fixed the problem. So remember, if you have that P0106 Bravo code or B code, just know, hey, that's the code you should, that normally is a sign of, hey, the pressure sensor, the fuel pressure sensor is bad. But I heard that there's other ones, but there's one like right by the fuel pump, so I'm kind of happy that it's not that one by the fuel pump. So that's good. So there's just some of the little issues that I had with it, but nothing as much so far. But I know those Ford's Escape has a engine problem where the coolant, it's like the coolant that goes around the cylinder makes it leak. So after a while it gets bad, and most of these engines are total out, or cars are total out because of the engine. But I'm happy that's done. We're still gonna get some updates on the Audi. Got some more parts for it. So the parts that the videos for that will be rolling out very soon. Still need to finish editing some other videos for the M240i. Got the brakes. So these are all brand new brakes for the M240i. So you see that in the next video. But like, share, subscribe, and keep your post notifications on. Okay? Hey, just hit us up on all social media links. But thank you for watching this video today. Stay positive, stay motivated.